Hi everyone, it's March 2016. Let's take a look at your alchemy scope. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. So let's look at the story, the symbology that is informing this Pisces new moon solar eclipse cycle. Okay, the Sabian symbol for this March 8th, March 9th new moon solar eclipse, as we start the eclipse season, as we move into a month where we begin our, we go through the equinox and we begin a new zodiac cycle. Indeed, it feels like a kickoff, the real kickoff for 2016, for this game-changing year. And here we have a fascinating and feels like a perfect symbol, a master instructing his disciple. Now, I'm recording this after I've done all of the readings, and you will see that the teacher card came up again and again in the spreads over the course of this month, and it's fascinating. Some of the keywords for this symbol are education, knowledge, but also initiation. And indeed, it does feel like we are moving through an initiatory period where we are, the stove is heating up and we are coming to a boil. And things are going to be moving fast this year. And we are going to be asked to mature quickly, as we have been, but it's becoming exponential now, the requirement, the obligation. So it is an initiation, everyone, and this is going to be a game-changing year. And so let's take a look. Let's move on to the individual signs and see what is it that's coming up for each of us individually in this very dynamic month. Hi everyone, it's March 2016. Let's take a look at your alchemy scope. Sagittarius, welcome. So here we are out on a beautiful day. It's a Sunday. It's the day before the full moon. Our full moon happens on the 22nd of February. And it's glorious. We have green now from recent rains. So let's pull your I Ching hexagram to pull up the underpinning storyline for Sagittarius-centric scope people over the course of this new moon, Pisces new moon cycle. So let's start building your hexagram, Sag. Let's see what's coming for you. So I'm using my coins, my 50p coins, which I happen to have 3 of remaining from some travels. You can use any coins to pull your own I Ching hexagram. So we have 1 tails, which has a value of 2, and we have 2 heads. That gives us a value of 8, and 8 gives us a broken line. If you're familiar with the I Ching, there's essentially 2 main lines, broken and solid. And then within that, there's what's called a transforming broken line and a transforming solid line. But for these scopes, because they're general and we're pulling up for a large demographic, we're pulling up the general foundational storyline. What is the energy set underpinning? So I only record them as simple lines. All right, so here we have 2 tails and 1 head, which gives us a 7, and 7 is a solid line. I'm going to go ahead and lift up my paper here at the end so you can see the form of your cycle. Sag. Okay, here we have 1 tail and 2 heads, which gives us a value of 8, which gives us a broken line. And here we have 2 tails, 2 each, 1 head, value of 7, solid line. Sagittarius. And here we have 2 heads and 1 tail. Gives us an 8, which gives us a broken line. We have 1 more here, 1 more line. Sag. And we had 1 fall, but it did fall easily face up, so we have a heads. In fact, we have 3 heads here. So we have 3, 3, 3, which gives us a value of 9, which is a solid line. So I'm going to build it up from the bottom. We have a broken, solid, broken, solid, broken, and solid. So there's a pattern. There's a pattern forming here for you. Sagittarius, welcome. So let's take a look. I have shuffled and we are going to do an 8-card spiral spread this month to take a look at this beginning, middle, and end, and some of the details within the month of this March Pisces new moon solar eclipse cycle. Very powerful. We start spring. This is the beginning of the eclipse season. 2016 is juicy, it's powerful, it's rich, it's transformative, you know, game-changing year. So here we are, we're starting. And I will tell you that as I was shuffling, I had a variety of things going on with my body. My leg hurt, my foot was itching, lots of stuff. So I can't wait to pull the spread to see if there's anything here reflecting what that could mean. So let's take a look. Sagittarius. The big meaningful card has come up for so has this. So there's some themes that are coming up here for a few of the signs. Same with teacher. And I have to tell you, in the same spot. So very interesting. All right. Sagittarius. Okay, and this is coming up also in the same spot, which isn't easy to do, I have to say. With the way I shuffle, it's no accident, in other words. So let's take a look. Now, the first card out of the deck was the past card. Now, as we're moving around here, this position is at the beginning of this Pisces new moon cycle, which is occurring on March 8th, 9th. It is our solar eclipse as well. At this time, for a lot of Sagittarius scope-centric people, the past is coming up with a force. And indeed, for a lot of people, that is the case. But for you, it's juicy. And maybe that was all the pain and discomfort I was having in my body during the shuffle. So for a lot of you, I mean, this is a general reading. We're tapping into the trajectory set, the storied unfolding for different demographics of people. It could be, indeed, Sagittarius, that the past comes up with a fury for some of you. And it does cause some body aches, and it does cause some headaches, and it does cause some spinning. Stuff is coming up to be seen, healed, loved, cleared, transmutated. Storylines are being, disconnected now. We have the ability to do that now. And so things are coming up for clearing, to that which has been weighting us down is up to be lightened up. Okay, so let's take a look. So then in the middle of the month, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know if you've been wanting to connect with community. Perhaps for some of you, you've been desiring this. And indeed, for the middle of the cycle, you are going to connect with a group, a network, your neighbors. You're going to connect with your tribe, with your community via communications. This could be online communications, by the way. But there's going to be something manifested for you in the way of communications with this group that it feels good. I mean, looking at the rest of the cards here, it feels like this community that you're going to make contact with is something that's manifesting that you maybe have desired to become manifest for a while. That's kind of the impression I'm getting. By the end of the cycle, Sag, you are going to be riding a wave. Now, I have to say, for many of the signs, not all of them, but in this position, which represents the last portion of this Pisces new moon cycle, which will be around the first week of April, there's beautiful cards showing up, and that's speaking to a freedom that's playing out. And it does look like, for at least a good portion of Sagittarian people out there, or Sagittarius focused scope people, whether you have a moon, ascendant, north node, etc., that you are going to be feeling the meaning. You are going to be feeling the bigness of something that's washed, some wave that's come crashing, that's washed something either ashore for you that you've been wanting, maybe this community, this tribe that you've been wanting to make manifest, and maybe you're actually sitting there sensing, wow, this is tremendous, you know? Now, in this position, this is the support. So the support for you is to actually know that you are birthing anew. So you're creating some things, but also you are becoming new. And this is supporting your journey. It's supporting your trajectory forward. So just to be in that state, to understand that. But this is actually that particular position here. So this is what to understand or to change. That you're being asked over the course of this cycle to improve your insight, to improve your mindfulness, to improve your clear seeing. So that is what is asked of you over the course of this cycle. Improve your ability to see clearly. Become more discerning. See reality for what it is. Stop laying a story on it, in other words. Become more mindful. It's important. It's important for all of us, but you're being specifically asked to go there. Now, interestingly, your hope is for a teacher to manifest. Now, for many people, it could be that you are wanting to become the teacher, that it's time for you to come out and play. And if that's the case, then you're going to start feeling that this month, like more strongly, more definitively. It could be, too, that many of you are seeking a teacher, a guru, somebody to help ground you, create clarity for you, create a stable foundation for you from which you can kind of move ahead and move forward in the way that wants to happen. Gorgeous, Sag. I mean, the action for you to take over the course of this month is bliss. This is about accessing your bliss. Follow your bliss. Follow your greatest excitement. Connect with your joy. Connect with the excited state of being. By the way, this doesn't have to be, manic. This can be a deep level of vibratory peace, but it is your joy. This is like, connect with your joy, because when you connect with that level of excitement, that level of bliss, that level of deep joy, that is your higher self. That is you connecting with the frequency of your higher self. So that's the action to take this month. Absolutely fantastic. Now for you, it's interesting because the likely outcome for you over the course of this cycle has to do with you. And what I get is you are the querent in this case. Okay. So for you getting, I think, okay with the mystery. It's almost like at the end of the cycle, the beginning of April, the first week of April, it's like you're going to be in a state of maybe it's okay. It's okay that I don't know everything. It's okay that I don't know every single detail or every single step I'm going to make. In fact, I realize that I am not to know the details. I'm to know the outcome, the desired outcome that I want to make manifest. And I leave the rest up to the organizing principles at play. So that's what I'm getting at the end of the cycle, Sag. I am getting that indeed you're going to be more okay with the unknown, more okay with going with the flow, more okay with the mutability of life. I like this for you. And with the action to take as bliss, that feels pretty powerful. It's beautiful. Great. Okay, Sag, let's see what else we have for you this month. Sag, welcome. So, I wasn't ready to pack up. Oh, look at that. So, this just flew out, but you know what? I'm kind of guided. I want to, you know what? Things are coming out for you. Things are coming out for you. I'm going to keep those too. Even though they came out quickly, which typically I wouldn't. Typically I would keep shuffling. However, I'm guided to take these. So let's take a look. So the first one that really flew out for you, and I will tell you, Sagittarius, that over the course of my afternoon in pulling the March readings, there have been some interesting kind of quickening. So some events have been quickened, others have had other qualities set. So this wanted to come for you. So the growth edge for a lot of Sagittarians out there is about evolving out of exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. It's like, I'm giving help, you should appreciate it. That's about getting rid of that. It's about evolving that. And it's about evolving it into refining your capacity to help those who you would prefer to ignore. Okay? So that's the first one that jumped out. This is about you being of help to those who even you wish to not deal with. Now, look at this. Guide is also coming up. So that's the second one that popped out. This is about evolving out of placing financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight and evolving it into representing the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So again, Sag, evolving out of placing financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight and evolving it into representing the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So it's becoming a good Samaritan for you, and it's about becoming a guide. Very interesting, this. And these really wanted to come. So these are definitively your message. I just want to look at this. I was really guided to look at the bottom of the deck as well, because the bottom of the deck has been calling for the signs over the course of this particular, the way the camera's set up and the way I'm shuffling the cards. This was a secondary message. Now for you, it's teacher. And teacher is about evolving out of manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills, and evolving into ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, wisdom. So, listen, these are linked here. These are linked for you this month. Sag, this is you can see the similarities here. It's of being of service, it's of being a guide, and it's being a teacher. So this is going to apply to many of you out there. And I think it applies to really the good majority of you out there, but a lot of you are going to feel the resonance with this message, yeah? Beautiful. So, Sag, let's take a look and see what else we have for you this month. Sagittarius, this month you are asked to become number 9 Medea. This is the Dakini Goddess coming forward to reflect your optimal embodiment. I am Medea. I have the power to enrich experience and weave between worlds. I am the purveyor and the pervade, the medium and the message. I massage thoughts into beams of light and waves of sound and send them, pulsing with beingness through my Ethernet to touch a myriad hearts and minds to affect a sea of souls. The affirmation, Sag, for Medea is this: I have the power to communicate. Medea is my friend. I create my own reality, my own image of myself. Medea is my medium. I send you so much love and support, and I will see you on the other side of this month. Talk to you soon. Bye.